Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here, joining you for the 9-minute Phill-Up. It's supposed to be at 10 o'clock. It's roughly 10 o'clock, give or take a few minutes on this Friday. Hopefully you had a great week. Thank you for joining us. Want to say hello to everybody out there. Thank you for joining us. And I would imagine for a lot of Swifties, today is a day where they might be a bit tired going through the day. So if you know a Swiftie, if you are a Swiftie, give yourself a break. You could be a little bit tired because it dropped. It dropped at midnight. And what a drop. Things that you just didn't expect happened. All kinds of things going on. Karen, hello. How are you today? How are you? Yeah, please comment, questions, anything, comments about anything we're talking about. Please join in. But it is the, I have to read my chicken scratch here. Taylor Swift, the Tortured Poets Department drop at midnight last night. 11th studio album. But wait, it wasn't enough. Taylor Swift could have, everybody would have been thrilled with that. But no, it wasn't enough. Taylor Swift then 2 hours later decides, here you go. You want some more? You want some more Taylor? You're going to get more Taylor. She dropped another one. It's a double album. It is an anthology, as they say. 31 songs in all. And people are already breaking these songs down. And then tonight, if you're looking for something to do on your Friday night, music video, 8 o'clock, Taylor Swift. She's running the show. It's her world. We're just all living in it. Now, I've already received some comments in terms of reviews of songs and the album that some people have already listened to the whole thing. Love It was one of the reviews I got from one of the fans. And then this one is just, it's deep. Yes, beyond words. Loved it. Yes, beyond words was the answer to that question. Did you love it? Yes, beyond words. But then that same person went on to say this. Taylor Swift is giving us an inside scoop, or scope, I should say, scoop or scope, both words, into how much it takes to love someone and how it can take even more to fall out of love with someone. Love is work, but when you are unwilling to do the work, it's time to let go. Let's let that settle in. Think about that for a moment. Pretty deep. All right, that's enough of that. And now someone else, after they heard that quote, told me I need to listen to the album to reform myself. So you've got a lot going on. But Taylor Swift doing the drops, doing the anthology, 31 songs, video music tonight. And one of the songs, not to give anything away, may or may not have to do with Travis Kelce. So you have that. There you go. National Garlic Day today, in case you're looking for some. Now, how about this? You remember the scene in the movie Goodfellas? And they're cooking in the prison. And, they said they ate better than everybody else. They had their own kitchen, and Henry Hill and Paulie, who was the head of the crew. And he was there, and he said his secret was that he would take a razor blade and take the garlic and just slice it so thin that it would emulsify in the oils it was cooking in the pan. It made everything better. Made the whole place stink, they said, at least in the movie. But man, I'll tell you what, garlic has never looked that good. It was just in that scene, it was just tremendous. So he sliced it and everything. Well, garlic is pretty good. Apparently, these are some of the health benefits for you. It's called the stinking rose as well. Garlic, you get a bowl of that. A remedy for colds, and it may reduce blood pressure and cholesterol. Most importantly, wards off vampires. And some people think witches and werewolves as well. If you're looking for some courage, the Roman soldiers, they would take an entire bulb of garlic for courage. So if the Cowardly Lion, if he had known, the Cowardly Lion, just take a bulb of garlic. And the garlic capital of the world, just in case you were wondering, Gilroy, California. That's the garlic capital of the world. The center of the sports universe right now for young superstar players in the world of sports has to be Indianapolis, Indiana. That's what everybody's talking about. Indianapolis, you think, Indianapolis, Indiana, what do you mean? Okay, Caitlin Clark's there, but okay, that's one player. But how about Paul Skeens, the Pittsburgh Pirates prospect? Last night, according to his pitch count and everything else, Paul Skeens, I have the wrong page, Bill, wrong page. Paul Skeens, there we go. Paul Skeens, 34 times in his last pitching performance, 34 times threw over 100 miles an hour. He's absolutely dominating AAA. The Pirates, if they hang on to him for a little while longer before they call him up, it extends their window to keep control over his situation for contracts down the road. But I'll tell you what, bring the guy up. But right now, Indianapolis is loving it because he is absolutely sensational. Number one pick overall, averaged 100.5 miles an hour in his last start in Indianapolis. So then you throw that in. So you figure, and he's got the mustache. You know he's going to get a deal with some sort of mustache, wax or something like that to keep that looking good. Or he should try and get a deal for that. But Paul Skeens, he may be on the move from Indianapolis sooner rather than later. But right now, he is the talk of the town, along with Caitlin Clark. And here we go. I got some comments. Let's go Bucks. And let's go Bucks. Addison Albert. Yeah, Addison. Addison, big Bucks fan. She's ready to have him call up. Colleen, hello. Sheila, hello. Hello, everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. But then Caitlin Clark. So you have Skeens and Caitlin Clark. So Caitlin Clark, everyone's making a lot about how much money the contracts are in the WNBA. It's a league that really hasn't turned a profit at this point throughout the history of the league. So, they are still working on that. They're trying to bring the money up. That was a big bone of contention when players were going over, and they still are going overseas, going to Russia, going over to China to play in the off season. They've had some injuries with knee injuries, but it's because they're not making enough in the U.S. They need to bring that money up. Now it's going to be equal to the NBA. The NBA makes about $200 million, $1 billion a year. The WNBA not close to that. So it's one of those things where it'll work its way out. And Caitlin Clark may be one of the reasons why it does, because she just signed a contract with Nike, a multi-year deal, I believe, worth I think it's about $20 million. So she's going to do okay. And with the crowds that are expected, Indianapolis, you might as well, if you're getting a ticket there, you're going to have to pay some scalp prices. The interesting thing is other venues, I believe in Las Vegas was one of the, and they're I believe bases of Las Vegas, they have already said they're going to find a different arena so they can fit more people in when the Indiana Fever come to town with Caitlin Clark. So she is going to be that instigator, that pusher of revenue. The question is, have you seen a WNBA game before? I've watched them. They have good basketball. Now, is it something that I follow all the time? I really don't have that favorite team. I guess if I had one, it would be in New York from back in the day. But, it's one of those things where, this might be something where if you have a team close and you like the style of play, but it's good basketball, a lot of stars in the league and more stars coming in that people are going to know because of the Caitlin Clark factor. Like, you're going to know more of the South Carolina players. You're going to know more of the LSU players, know more of the players from Ohio State that are coming into the league because they were on the stage with Caitlin Clark in Iowa when they played college games, which got tremendous ratings this year. Now the thing is, will it translate into the WNBA? So my question is, will you sit down and watch a WNBA game this season? If it's just one game, just because you want to see Caitlin Clark playing in the WNBA, or if there's another player that caught your interest, like Angel Reese, who played at LSU, or Cardoza, who played at South Carolina. So you have a number of stars that are going into the league right now. So it'll be interesting. But will you sit down and really become a WNBA fan? Let's see. I want to remind everybody, you can make sure you're cooking up a storm with Jeff Exline on Thursday. He just made some pasta primavera. You can check that out. A lot going on with Jeff, and a lot going on with the Ashland Lady Lacrosse team. Big game. We've adopted them as the team of the Phill-Up. It's just one of those things where Ashland is just they're ready to take off. They're ascending, and they're going to take on Finley. And what is it? A clash of the Titans on Senior Day at Ashland University. 10-6, or both teams 10-6, both teams 5-1 in the GMAC. It's Senior Day. It's a noon game. 9 seniors in all. Cassidy Becker, Matty Gash, all-time leading goal scorer and point scorer is Becker. Gash, all-time leading assist leader. It's for seeding in the GMAC tournament. 4 Eagles this year, 25 goals, 50 points. Never happened before. And it is going to be an interesting game tomorrow. Findlay, very good team as well. But there you go. Ashland University, women's lacrosse, ready to make it happen. So my last question. Oh, here you go. Last question before we get going. The Washington Zoo in our nation's capital just lost the pandas. They lost them. China came in and said, nope, we're done. We're out. And that's the deal. China has control of the pandas. The pandas belong to China, so they can give the pandas to a zoo, put them on exhibit so people can see the pandas. Everybody loves the pandas. But Washington lost them. China said, no, we're going to bring these back. Well, now China apparently said, we want the pandas back in the United States. So we're going to go to San Francisco this time. Would you be willing to make a trip to go and see the pandas in San Francisco? Maybe not specifically a trip just to see the pandas, but if you're going to go to San Francisco, Northern California, beautiful part of the country, would you invest that money just to go and see the pandas? If I was out there, I think I might. I've been to the Golden Gate Bridge, been to Alcatraz, been to the Redwoods, the Sequoias, been to wine country. Would love to go again. Great trips when I've been out there. But the pandas might get me interested enough to go to the zoo. I want to go to the ball field out there too. I can't think of what the name of it. It's the Giants field with McCovey Cove. That's a beautiful ballpark. But you can go catch a game, then go to the zoo. Have a great weekend. All right. Well, hopefully you have a great weekend. Hopefully you have great success in whatever you do this weekend, and you thoroughly enjoy your friends and family. And remember, 2 rules. Have fun and always try your best. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for making the comments. Really appreciate it. Remember, like and subscribe. That's a big help for us. It's really going to help us out. And we will catch you Monday at 10, hopefully closer to right at 10 than 10:06 or 8 or whatever it was. Anyways, have a great weekend.